Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Smash Dispatch. Once again, a lot of Smash content here the past few days, but for good reason, because the boy came home. That's right.
Finally
Sora,
here, literally finally here.
Sora for Smash.
Finally here.
That was so nice, like to like acknowledge like all the years of asking to have the Kingdom Hearts account do hashtag Sora for Smash. Like just it was such a cool acknowledgement of like this wasn't just like, oh, they were gonna do this. This is purely a fan demand, and I love that.
It was purely a fan and a community response, which is like honestly incredible. Like,
yeah, the best
if
outcome.
you think about that, how long this has been in the making. I mean, they knew since Smash 4 they wanted him in, and now finally I guess like 6 or 7 years later we're here, you know.
It's crazy, dude, because just like even just I think like when we did our predictions video for the last character, right? The first character we brought up was Sora, right? We were saying like, what's the chance of Sora? Because we knew that was the golden goose, you know, that was the character. And
yeah,
with, you know,
and it's funny because like even, you know, our point of view, like I just didn't remember because we were like, I mean, we said it's not impossible, but we were like, well, Square have already had a character on the past, and Square is really stingy, and we said like, even if there's no Disney involved, like I just don't see Square getting it in, but. Now Square has 4 characters in Smash.
That's the thing, yeah. Like Square kind of like aside from their music output, they are pretty cool with just how much they put in Smash. With even like Hero having 4 of the different heroes, you know, and you have
and
like
voices too.
Yeah, voices and everything. So I think they did a good job. Yes, I think they did a good job in general with Square. But like, yeah, like it's been an amazing past 24 hours, you know, like just the internet is like, you know, it's
exploded.
amazing.
I've never seen, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen this much positivity for Smash Bros.
Oh yeah,
ever. Like ever. It's crazy. Like I think the presentation for Sakurai has 4 million views.
Holy
and
shit.
It's like been a day. It's literally been a day.
That's crazy. That's insane, dude. Yeah, because it's like well, because I think obviously they were marketing the shit out of, you know, being like, this is the last one. Yeah. People knowing it's the last one, all that stuff, just that the hype was so built up. And like I said, it's what I was saying in our prediction video too, of like, by this point, I didn't really mind whoever it would be, but I'm so glad it did end on a banger, because I just feel like the legacy feels perfectly complete. Like now it really feels like a success story.
The perfect ender, like actually the perfect ender. I'm glad all the hyping wasn't for nothing too. Like, you know, when you put in that amount of like, this is gonna, and it's actually funny because if you think about it, in one of their posts, didn't they say like it's going to transcend a series? Yeah. Which, if you think about the Disney involvement and everything, like in a way, this really did transcend the series. You know
it did.
I mean?
Yeah, because like I'm even looking at YouTube here, like the Steve announcement trailer has 4.1 million, and we all know how big Steve is, like for Minecraft.
That was a year ago, and Sora's already about to beat it.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy.
Insane.
Unbelievable, man. And I just think like I think it's just, like I said, been a wonderful day on social media. Like aside from like the weirdos that are always gonna be there, it's just been fan art. It's been some of my favorite reaction videos to watch. Have been like, especially like
I think this is one of the times where like I've seen people like legitimately cry. Yeah. But like it feels entirely justified. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like like everyone has like those series they're attached to. I think Kingdom Hearts is special to so many people because it's so ingrained with
not just that. But I was gonna say like Kingdom Hearts is a franchise that has like content creators. Like there's content creators that only like do Kingdom Hearts stuff, you know, or mostly Kingdom Hearts stuff. So seeing them have a moment, because it's different when it's like Cloud or Sephiroth, where like, you know, FF7 is just one game within a series, you know, or like Byleth, where it's a character within the series. Whereas like, you know, with Sora, like this is a character that people have been like making content for and all that stuff for years.
Yeah. And like I said, like it's people who grew up with it, they're still involved with it. And like legitimately, there are people who've been wanting this for like 10 years, like for just absorbent amount of time. They've always wanted to see this happen, and they finally delivered. It's crazy.
It really is crazy, and especially just because it's a character that, you know, we always knew was well suited for the fight, you know, and it was like, here's the thing, it was a fair argument, you know, when people were saying, and clearly it was, because Sakurai did say like it was a challenge to get this character in. Like they were saying it was a lot of meetings back and forth, you know. Even Nomura said like we talked to the team extensively to make sure it worked right. I saw like we even had like from, remember like there was a big person, Imran Khan, like a year or two ago, where he was saying like they were trying to get Sora in and having trouble. We had Max Dude on the stream saying like it's very clear that this wasn't the first attempt at trying to get Sora in. Like clearly this was a very difficult character to get in the game. That's what I find is so cool, because like they really, like, I think Sakurai and the team really wanted him in, and I think there were issues, whether it was Disney Japan or Disney of the West or all the kingdom or like the whatever stuff, you know what I mean? Like it was a very challenging one to get in there.
I think given the challenges of everything, like I'm beyond impressed with how they handled the character in terms of I mean, we'll get into it, but like the outfits, the stage, like sure we only get 9 songs, but like the love and detail into the character, even having voices, like a lot of the time if Sora appears and stuff, like as a cameo, he's like either not voiced or he doesn't have an English voice, and we have the English, like they stuff like that must have been a nightmare to get done, but they did it because they knew that fans, like it's important to them, you know what I mean?
Exactly. So let's go by this step by step. So the direct opens, and as you sort of predicted on Twitter, it started with the Mii.
I was joking, like, oh, it'd be so funny if they open with Mii costumes, because it'd be like evil. It'd be like, you know, like, oh, who's getting axed?
Holy
but,
shit,
like,
dude!
Honestly,
It was.
like,
So it was, I you know, yeah, that's like, it's like, I think, I will say I was a little disappointed. You know, I would have liked the final Mii costume, because I feel like the last one was brutal, where it was like,
the last one was way bigger than this.
It was way
bigger.
Because it was like Tails, it was Shantae, it was Dante, like it was like the bloodbath of characters people wanted.
Lloyd, there was Lloyd from,
Lloyd.
Symphonia. Yeah, that one was more of a bloodbath. I think, honestly, opening with the Mii costumes this time and there only being 3, like, I think it didn't make it feel as bad, but we have, like, of course, the ones that they didn't choose, though, I thought were interesting.
Yeah, well, I mean, I find, you know, the judge hat from Splatoon dumb, Octoling cool.
Octoling, honestly, people said
cool.
Octoling could have been an Echo Fighter at some point.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of surprised they didn't, because, you know, Echo Fighters were underutilized.
Yeah.
But then you have the Doom guy reveal before the final character.
Awesome.
I like that it was first person, but man, dude,
I know.
Seeing that before the last character was just like, oh my god, who is it?
Who is
that
it,
was
bro?
like the biggest who is it, right?
Well, especially because like we were streaming the night before and we like legit saw a live deconfirmation of Master Chief. You know, like literally the community manager being like, it's not gonna happen, but I would love it. You know, like he wouldn't have said that if like there was something. But it's like there's that. But like, dude, the Doom guy outfit looks amazing. Like it's super detailed. Like really it looks clean, amazing. Like it's something that I think people would just have like a great time messing with, you know, and it fits that theming.
Yeah, I think it's good because, again, I think that's another Mii costume that was very much like, you know, Sakurai saw the community and wanting for that character. He knew the importance of the character. He even said, like, this is like the granddaddy of first-person shooters. So we got the nod. At least we got some content of it in Smash because, you know, it is a very, very important game.
Yeah,
you know?
I also like how he, he was like, oh, he's Doomslayer, but the internet just calls him Doom Guy, which I thought was really funny. And it was cool seeing, the Bethesda account, like, being like, finally, like, now Isabel and Doom Guy, can hang out. Really That's going to be really fun. But then the Twitter description guy said they were shipped and it was really awkward, but it is what it is. But yeah, no, so we had that, and then so Sakurai's like, hey, let's not fuck around anymore. Final character revealed. Man, that, you know, we have our reaction out there, but like, what a build, what an intense build up.
I feel, you know, obviously in the moment we were like reacting because we were just losing our mind, but like, I want to kind of like break down that trailer. So like, first off, we start off with the same Smash Flame from the initial reveal. Which is something that we said, they could do, but also just we talked so much about how we want this to feel like this is the finale for Ultimate. I really like that they mirrored the original. Like everyone is there from where they were at the start, you know what I mean?
Dude, you know, having them, like, what a tense start, because you have, like, the Smash Ball, you know, you have the Inklings looking through it, and then, like, the spark of the Smash Ball falls, you know? and it just feels really somber and like creepy of just like. And I remember obviously I heard you and Z be like, is it taboo?
Yeah,
because they were turning into figures.
You see them all turn back into the trophies.
Yeah.
And that was basically what happened at the, that was the whole plot of Subspace, was turning people into trophies. And even at the end of Subspace in the Great Maze, where like Taboo is about to turn everyone back into a trophy, and Sonic saves the day, like that cutscene. So I thought, maybe we end it with the Smash original, because Taboo would be really cool.
Yeah.
It'd be represent the series. But now that I look at it, I see it more of a sense of like the light of Ultimate Light, like everything that the game, like, not in terms of hype, but I mean like it's dying down. Like, this is the last character. We're coming to a close. Like, Smash is going to become dormant again in terms of like new content.
Yeah.
That's how I sort of saw it. It's like Sakurai acknowledging this is the end.
Not just that, but like the trailer mirrors the beginning lyrics of the Smash theme. Like, colors weave into a spiral of flame. Distant sparks, because like the flame starts sparking out. Call to like pass on in. Then it's like, bear this torch, which is the thing like Mario like grabs to into the cold of the night, and then like that, it really does mirror the song of Smash Ultimate. I thought that was like a really cool thematic thing they did there. And then like
definitely.
So obviously you have Nintendo's mascot. He comes out of the figure. He wakes up walking to this flame, and we're all sitting there. This is when
Dark Souls.
Is it Dark Souls? Yeah,
like, thought it was like the first flame from Dark Souls. Yeah.
Well, not just that. Like, every time that he goes to a bonfire, right, and like they light the flame.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Yeah, like that. Like, you could totally picture that show. Mario reaches it and then it says like bonfire, like, and then like he pops up. Like, man, like, what an intense love. Mario walks to this, just grabs this thing in the coolest way ever, tosses it, and then boom, like, yeah. And what's cool is, what's cool is before the keychain, if you like look at the chair again, you can see it's clearly like a keyblade. But most people don't really process it until that, you get the zoom in of the Mickey Mouse keychain, and just sparks.
Yeah, that just
sparks, man.
I wonder how much it took just to even have that.
Yeah. Because there's nothing else.
Because like that, I'm sure. Like that had to be the only like sort of nod that they could do to the whole thing,
Exactly. But man, like, having that, and then like the fucking the Keyblade opens the giant key of light, and you just see like Sora almost like angelic, transcending in, and then start flying around, and everyone comes to life.
A totally different realm he comes in, because that's really what it was like, representing of what it took to get him in, you know what I mean?
So cool. And like,
the majestic, simple and clean.
Yeah.
I think the music in they chose that
amazing,
orchestral or simple and clean remix. That was the most emotional music they could have. That hit me in the chest. Like,
dude, like, the way like all the figures, then they start to come back to life, because Sora's giving them the light. Obviously a big theme Kingdom Hearts is that, but like Sora flying around, like smiling, laughing, all the characters looking at him from above, and
the only third party who could be there was Cloud. But
yeah. I wonder if that was a Square call, Disney being like, hey, like, we'd rather not showcase other people's characters. I feel like there was a
combination of like, they probably have to go and get the rights again if they show a third-party character to begin with.
In a trailer.
From the originals, they'd probably have to go to Microsoft and say, we want Banjo in the background. But so probably was just an easier thing, but also probably could have been something with Square as well. But but like, just it was so majestic. And
so
then
good, dude.
The splash screen of just, he's finally here. Like,
amazing.
It's not even like a pun. It's just,
See, exactly. I mean? Sora's finally here. And I love, like, the moment right after Sakurai, like, pops out, like, what? Like, even he's like, you knew, like, he had that reaction. And just, like, obviously, at the end of the direct, we see, like, the full show, which is even, like, more majestic. But, man, just seeing them there, we lost. Like, I couldn't even mentally process that Sora was in the fucking game. Like, I still can't believe that shit. That shit, like, it fucks me up. And I think what's so cool about it is just the fact that, like, it feels like this is, like I said, with the golden goose in there, and just to see him there. And also, someone pointed out something crazy of like, and obviously this could just be like, this could be by chance or whatever, but like, people were saying this is like a thing where like Mario 64 is what inspired Kingdom Hearts to happen. So having Mario
Yeah.
toss like bring him out was sort of like an extra symbolic key in there, you know, and the greeting at the end of the trailer, like that's really cool if that was the case with it. Because yeah, originally I think Nomura and some other creator were like they wanted to make a Mario 64 like platformer thing, so that's really cool.
Yeah,
but
like, you know, and of course Mario's influence is just always there, so it's like just a nod of like, you know,
of course,
how the two have such a legacy behind them, and you know, it's just crazy. It's crazy.
So good. And yeah, so then Sakurai, you know, he starts his talking. He's just like before he gets into the moves, he gets into like the look of him. So they chose Kingdom Hearts 1 design, Sora. Now you can rotate. Now what's cool is you get the outfits from 2, 3, and in the best outcome possible. Yeah.
And then the other there's like the Valor form and the other form.
Yeah,
as well.
But
there's
the best
also,
is
like,
the Steamboat Willie.
HD. And then you have Black and
that
White
one's the
Timeless
best.
River from,
Amazing.
Amazing. Yeah, that was I did not think he'd do that.
That was
at
like
all.
so.
That's such an amazing. That's such a fan servicey thing.
Yeah, again, like that's like a very Disney element of it, because obviously that world is inspired by, you know, the Steamboat Willie,
Steamboat
like
Willie,
old,
the iconic Steamboat Willie.
yeah, and it's just like those costumes are so good. But like, dude, the Kingdom Hearts 1 sword just looks amazing. Like, even I actually really like how Sora looks in the Kingdom Hearts 3 outfit with his like one design.
I do too.
He just was really dope. Like, I'm surprised they didn't go with 2, because I feel like Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora is like the iconic look, but we know Sakurai likes to be like with the faithful original when he does a lot of the characters.
Yeah, and what's awesome also is he gets different render poses mirroring like the art for each of those outfits.
I love that.
It's super cool. Like I
love that.
I honestly think that's like
so
one of the
cool.
most amazing nods, just because of how cool that is to fans who like, you know, like especially the Cage 3 one, which is like straight from the box art, you know what I mean?
Like, where he's just like standing with the like holding the key down. Yeah, it's so cool. And like like it was so cool, like having Sakurai like put like 4 of the posters in the back there. So dope. So we have that was really cool. And then he starts getting into the moveset breakdown. Now this character, you know, a lot of fighting games do this, right? When it's the last character, they're always like, who fucking cares how how like extra they are. They're the last character in the game, you know, like this is how it's gotta be. And that's how Sora felt to me, you know, like between his normals where it's like the 3-hit combo, or like they have different variations of them based on if you tilt, you know, or like in the air you could do a 3-hit combo and you hit somebody with it. It's just like the way they juggled that main move. His jump literally is like the exact same jump. He's a very floaty character.
He has like a Mewtwo jump, and he's extremely light. Yeah. So like that is gonna be a problem for him. Yeah. But again, he has these crazy combos, and what's interesting is like you can, like Sakurai was talking about how like you don't have to finish them. You can do like a 1-2, and then you wait, and then you can do like stuff after. It's like it's interesting how they're like the combos are there, but they're like it's sort of almost like Kingdom Hearts. Because like in Kingdom Hearts, like, you have the big combos, but like people are trying to like juggle and use magic, and it's interesting. Like it definitely, it definitely feels like how he play in the game,
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like and like he has like, I think he's like downstairs has like a ground effect. Like you can like hit people from a bit of a distance with it.
His smash attacks, you know, he has a standard swipe. His up one has like a burst at the tip. And then his down smash, he like leaps up and hits the ground because of that. It has an area effect, but also it goes over like low attack. So like the attack's like low to the ground, you'll go like over it with the down smash. So like he has a lot of interesting stuff like that going on. I like that he's floaty. I mean, that's like a big thing at Kingdom Hearts.
It makes
like
sense.
The air mobility, you know, it makes sense.
So Sakurai says right away, like that's his biggest weakness, and but it's still either way, like the normals are really cool, but it's the specials where it gets like awesome, right? So his BR, obviously his spells, you know, he's got his fire, his Faraga, you know, his blizzard, you know, like he has like the freeze, fire, and thunder. But depending on how much damage you've taken, it's when you get like the second version of the spell or third version, and I found that was like really cool. I like how I think you can
you cycle through them. Like I like that it, you know, it's kind of like Hero. You know, you have your elemental spells, but it's not like Hero because you don't have the menu to choose, or it's not the same. You just sort of rotate between the same 3. So you can be like smart about it. If you're like, oh well, you know, I want to make sure I have this special ready. So you got to make sure you know how to have the next command prepared. I also just love that the menu for the magic is just, again,
It's like the same look.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Like, I love the details like that every time.
Well, I think Sakurai said in the direct too of like he didn't want to, like, he didn't say that he didn't want to do the drop down menu, but like I think he didn't do the drop down menu thing because he said he wanted this character to be accessible. You know, he didn't want it to. He said like he didn't want it to be like a Ryu or like a Kazuya where like you genuinely feel like you have to learn a lot of crazy inputs. Like he said like he wants it to be a pick up and play character for the fans. You know, and I think having the spells just kind of rotate and having your attacks be more like easier to just do will suit that purpose.
And I think also it adds more strategy to it as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, again, I don't think anything about Sora's moveset was like extremely complex, but it was interesting enough, and I think he has a lot of depth to him, even though he's not like a Kazuya type character where you have to have a lot of stuff going on in your head at all times. I also think like out of his like just magic, I think that the thunder one I think looks crazy to me.
Thunder one's gonna be
Pikachu
crazy.
Thunder, but like 3 times.
Right.
Obviously, because Sora's like air fighter, he's like, I feel like this character off stage is gonna be nutty. Like, dude, he can like,
he's in the
he has
air.
double jump. He can hover like with the side B, which is also crazy. His side B is absurd. You can do the dash 3 times, but also it can lock on the people. That's the craziest move to me. That move looks insane.
Dude, yeah, no, like, again, in very Kingdom Hearts fashion, chilling in the air forever, you know, when you're attacking. Like, yeah, like you're on the side of the map, you can get your 3-hit combos, you could do like your side B where you fly around, and then you could like go back and up B. So it's like, he has this insane like air mobility, air time.
It doesn't look like any of that puts you in a free fall. It's like, I don't even know if he has a free fall animation. It's like, because
that'd be hilarious.
After you do his up B, which is the twirl, you get to act after that too. That's crazy. Bro. Like, this character is gonna be so insane to. If you're off stage, like, it's like good luck to you, you know.
Yeah, like that's something. Does he like straight up not have like a I have no more moves and he's falling animation?
Yeah, I don't think he. I mean, maybe in some circumstances, but like I don't think he has a free fall animation.
That would be hilarious.
After his up B, he was doing attacks, and then after side B, he could still do stuff. So it's like, I wonder if he does. But yeah, I mean, that's just true to Kingdom Hearts. I mean. But yeah, and then he did the up throw combo, and I was like, oh my god, it's Bayonetta.
Yeah, it's Bayonetta. Yeah, where he did like the side B up B thing, and then he like kicks him up to the top. So so the side B, does it work like Bayonetta, where like you can just choose the direction, like you do side B, then you can do
like
up B.
You can do like quick attack almost, but you get to do
slower.
it 3 times. Where you can go like
yeah,
like just you do it 3 times. But yeah, and then like you can combine it with the up B. It's interesting. Like, I think that's the move that people are gonna have to get the most used to, because it seems very unique in terms of how you control it, for sure.
Yeah. And unfortunately, the down B was a counter. Now, granted, it's because it isn't like Sakurai said, like it's a move from Kingdom Hearts.
I was really let down by that, but again, of course, guarding and counterattacking, that's like core Kingdom Hearts gameplay. But to me, like, I understand its core gameplay, but in this game you have shielding and stuff, and it's like, I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of more interesting things you could have done with Sora, like, in terms of a down B. Like, Ars Arcanum, he has like the Ragnarok where he shoots a beam, like, even the move where he throws the Keyblade out and it comes back could have been cool. Like,
I agree.
The counter is a letdown, but I think the character has enough going on elsewhere that it makes up for it, and it's not like it doesn't ruin the character, you know what I mean?
No, I mean, like, cause like down B can be an extremely like amazing tool. Like, obviously, like, you know, like with Shulk, right, down B is like choosing the Monado arts, you know, to do that stuff. Like, you can do really cool stuff with down Bs. And yeah, now granted, I think they said this one, like, so what I think the gimmick with this one is that like it knocks you down or something. Like he said, like specifically when you counter someone with it I don't know if it's that it not. I was trying to look at the chart, I didn't get it. Like, is it that it like it said it puts them like in a knocked down position?
It's like it makes them lose their balance. It's like a stagger.
Okay.
So that you can get a follow-up combo.
Okay.
Because like you know, Shulk's down B, like his counter, like it's just a hit, like he doesn't attack.
Right.
For Sora, his down B, and also if you time it, the down B at like if you time it closer to when the attack lands, it's stronger. Like it basically to get like a paralysis effect.
Okay.
Where like, you know, like TSS is paralyzed, or to get like
right,
stunned.
right.
It's basically that on a counter, if you land it today, you can get a combo afterwards.
Okay. See, that could be fast. That could be like really cool. Like if we see it in motion a bit more.
It does function differently, and it does have the interesting thing where like it reflects projectiles, but it doesn't reflect them. They like go behind you.
Right, yeah. Like they just go past you.
It's like a dodge for projectiles.
Yeah,
almost.
yeah. So really fascinating with that.
And the other thing is that it only hits in front of them too. So it's not an omni counter where you actually have to like be smart about how you use it.
Yeah, so whatever, that was fun. It was funny also Sakurai waking up in the middle of the night to be like, oh shit, I forgot to show counters, and I know forward dash attack.
They just showed a dash attack in the presentation. They forgot. But it was in the actual gameplay that Sakurai did. He just didn't say it. It's like it's basically like Mario's slide.
Yeah, I was thinking, okay, it's something like that. Okay, that makes sense. So like that. What else? There was a cool, again, really cool how now he wasn't clear about this, whether this was for 1v1s or just for stamina mode, but when you finish an opponent, it like it does like the Kingdom Hearts like flashing up with like the stars.
No, he clarified that is stamina mode only.
Okay.
Which of course, I mean, it wouldn't work for the other modes at all, unfortunately. But like,
yeah, I guess.
But it is only for stamina mode. But it's again another like super cool detail.
Yeah, nice nod
for Sora. Also, the other cool detail was even though these aren't spells he can do, one of his taunts has other spells. Like
I love that, the cure ones.
He has like the wind one arrow, and he has gravity maybe.
Really cool one.
But yeah.
I like that. It has like a
and then
has a cool visual effect.
Weird where he's like, I'm only gonna tell you the name of the final smash.
That was so weird.
He does it later.
Yeah, I know, really weird. Like again, maybe it was a thing of like editing weirdly, or like they didn't think he was gonna show it or whatever. Like that was really odd. So
the final smash, I know,
it's cool.
Like I know personally, I would have wanted Trinity Limit or something with like a big finale attack for Sora, but I'm sure lights and licensing and everything, the legal stuff involved was a nightmare. But the final smash we did get, honestly, was I think it's funny. I don't think it's like the most like amazing one, but I think it's funny because if you think about it, like he's sealing the door to Smash.
I like that.
And
I like
one
that.
can get into Smash now. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, and I like how like it has the Smash logo. I like. I know YouTubers is ever gonna make like a video of like every character falling, because like they have like a unique animation, right, when they're being like sucked into it, which is really cool. But I thought that was really dope. It's a cool one. Like I said, it's not crazy, but again, it also fits the theme of Smash, where it's like it's the final stats are quick and to the point. And I think it is really cool. Again, like I said, even if not the Trinity one, like it would have been crazy to see like, Riku at least, like Riku pops up, and that would have been really dope together.
Yeah, or someone from Orc 13 or whatever. That would be really cool.
Yeah, that would have been dope. But it is what it is. Either way, like Final Smash dope, specials are dope. So the moveset I was really happy with. It was just so fun to see him in there.
Every character in Smash to be like super DLC complicated.
Exactly.
Or swap between. He feels simple enough, but not simple to where like he's just sort of plain. He has his own gimmicks, his own things going on. I think he's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait to play him. He's coming out the 18th.
18th, yep.
Yeah. So we have a little bit of time before he comes out, but still.
Yeah. And like again, like it makes sense. He's Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora. He's from that style moveset where it's not yet at the crazy like transformation.
No slow motion or anything like that. Yeah. No, 'cause that's the iconic one for most people. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think that was like a tactical thing for sure. Like just to bring back, the old fans and everyone like that. Yeah. And then the most gorgeous stage I've seen in my life.
Amazing, dude.
Oh my god,
love that stage, dude. Yeah, Hollow Bastion. It started as Radiant Garden, I believe, then turned to Hollow Bastion. But like that stage looks, because it starts as like like it's gonna be a traveling stage where it goes around the tower, which is cool, right? But then it's
like I think most of the DLC stages have been like that. Like the Fire Emblem one for Fire Leaf was like
Hero was like that.
They've had like a fair amount of those already, the touring stages, but this one, what I like about this one is number one, like it's not a big flashy background, and it seems like it's a perfectly legal stage. Like it's got the platform in the middle that doesn't move, doesn't seem to be any hazard, so it'll be a stage that you can actually play on for competitive stuff and have fun on. And then so you got the tour of Hollow Bastion, and then it's like I think if you're going low on time where you're like
or stocks,
stained glass
oh
area,
my god,
right?
I love that. I love that, yeah, because that's such an iconic, like, just like imagery of Kingdom Hearts, you know, like that area, you know, with like when you see Sora like chilling out and you have like the icons in the back, you know, that's always where they go in the series. And just to have that, and not only have Sora, but that's where you get to see other characters. You get to see Riku. Shockingly, no Kairi, which I thought was interesting, you know, Kairi not getting one in there, but because you have everyone else, you have like Ventus, you have like Aqua, you have Roxas,
Terra's
in there,
Ventus, Roxas,
I wonder why
Kairi, she's only on Sora's little bubble, but again, this is, and I didn't even realize this when we were watching. There's two icons on Sora's that are a fruit and a boat, and those are supposed to be Donald and Goofy, and they were censored. Yeah, but like that's what I didn't even realize that until after the fact. I was just like, this stage is so cool, but that's super funny.
It is
like,
funny.
Obviously, no Disney,
no imagery.
But it was super hilarious that like in retrospect, that's how they covered them up.
Yeah, it was really, like just no image. Like you cannot even have imagery of it. Like the most you get is, I really think that little Mickey Mouse keychain was like the most expensive thing they paid for. Which is unironically hilarious. And I think so that stage is just gorgeous, and I do hope it is, because like our stages with like a big flash, because I know it goes from like it's sort of like does that flashing light before it goes into that extra area in it. I think those are usually fine. I'm not sure though.
Well, the problem is it depends. Like it's like Northern Cavern, which is Sephiroth's stage. Yeah. It doesn't have any hazards, and that also is like a touring thing. But people like it's too distracting.
It's too much going on. Yeah,
it's not pickable for.
But at least for us, it's okay.
Like I don't know. People are weird about what stages they let be playable, but I just really want this one in particular.
I'd love it, man.
Because
it'd be
it's
so cool.
Epic. It's gorgeous. It'd be so cool.
I know.
What I mean?
I would love if there was a setting to just start at that version of it, you know?
Yeah.
Because you could have such epic like stuff. That would be awesome. So you have the stage that looks good. We got 9 songs, none are remixed, which was really disappointing. You know, especially like
9. So first off, only 9 songs, which again, it's more than 2. So at least there. No remixes. The crazy thing to me about that is Yoko Shimomura does a ton of music for Smash. She's done a ton of composition for Smash. That's her soundtrack, and she didn't get to do any remixes for it.
Weird,
again, I'm sure licensing for music, they have to go through entirely different people, and Square's always stingy with music because of their composers.
But even like
9, there are definitely a lot of songs that I really wish were there, like 13th Struggle.
There's with Kingdom Hearts,
Vector's not being there is crazy to me.
With Kingdom Hearts, you could like go everywhere with dude. No, but like I was really upset. Like the fact that Dearly Beloved of all songs is locked behind like a Square Enix being like, buy our game and you get an extra song. I'm like, I didn't like if it was like play the demo. I was like, if it was like play the demo of because there is a demo of Melody of Memory and you get it short, but like buy the game to get this song. I'm like, what? Like that? What are you talking about?
That's Square being Square, 100%.
Yeah, I hated that, man.
Melody of Memories didn't sell as much as we wanted, so I'll buy it now to get your song in Smash.
Yeah, that was really disappointing. Like because again, Kingdom Hearts series so iconic with music, you know. So, and obviously, again, a lot of them are tied to like Disney songs or Disney worlds and all that. I get it. Again, you can tell this is another case of just like the nightmare really was to get this shit through, because even Sephiroth got like a ton of remix. Like some of the best like FF remixes are in like the Sephiroth pack.
Music from they even got music from Advent Children, which is a movie.
So again, like you said, different people, different conversations. But either way, cool that we got 9 songs in there. Happy with that at least.
Yeah, and then we got, I think there's only like 8 spirits or 9 spirits, right?
Yeah. It's the main cast,
they're just the allies, they're just this character, to be expected.
Yeah, exactly.
I definitely wish there were more Organization 13, like more villain spirits, but
were there
they
none?
Just went with Sora's allies, which is totally fine.
I wonder again, like, why not Organization 13 members? Like, is there something there they have to worry about? Like, there's just so many things I'd love to know on the back end of like, what is like, this would be such a fascinating interview. Hopefully one day Sakurai could do of like which characters were difficult, why this didn't get it. In general, I can't wait for like the next Famitsu about it.
If he did a column or he talked about this somewhere, because it'd be going to be super interesting story about just how this was able to be made possible.
That's the thing. It's like I think when we look at this overall, like you can tell just like we said, like the reason this is the last character is not only because it's the most hype, but like because they probably took them the most trouble to get in, you know, but they wanted it to happen. Like they, especially Sakurai, you know, you really wanted it to happen. So before the last sort of, you know, goodbye from Sakurai and stuff like that, we get the announcement of Kingdom Hearts games coming to Switch in the most disappointing way possible. Like cloud versions of every single one, and yeah, that sucked, you know. Like I think
first off, it was really crazy that they even announced it in this presentation too. I'm sure that was part of the deal, right? But like,
I'm sure.
I remember we were like, "What? They're coming to Switch?"
We're like, "Holy shit!"
You were like, "It's a cloud version, guys. It's a cloud version."
It's a cloud version.
Like, now, what's granted, I understand. Like, there are some people who literally have no other way to play the games besides this, and if that's you, like. You know, I'm not going to tell you, like, don't do it because they're great games. You know, it's a ride. It's a really fun time to play. Yeah. But at the same time, Square can't port PS2 games.
Yeah, I don't.
Upscaled PS3 games to Switch.
There's definitely cap.
Dream Drop Distance was on 3DS.
I know. 258 Days was on DS.
Yeah. Well, that one actually in those collections. The game isn't even there, just a cutscene.
Yeah, it's just the cutscene.
358 isn't even playable. They just showed a cutscene.
No, yeah. Chain of Memories is a different game.
Get ported over. Like, come on, the Switch isn't that weak.
No, it's not.
No, maybe Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 3, I could understand.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is the only two I understand are 0.2, which is that chapter for Aqua that they did, and Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, I understand those two being cloud versions. Now, another one could be like it's the space, because I know like the Kingdom Hearts collections are like it's like 40 plus gigs, you know. But like you could have, I would have rather you just release them piecemeal then, you know, like let me buy Kingdom Hearts 1 alone, let me buy Kingdom Hearts 2 alone, at least the main ones. I just thought it was, again, obviously this isn't like a regular like gameplay, but it's like I really do think it was shitty how like they handled that sort of the ports, because those games deserve to be properly ported and not just like here's like the cloud. Unfortunate.
I think again that's just Square being Square again. We also got update on Amiibo. The Steve Amiibo looks like Steve.
So funny, dude. It's so funny. Hilarious.
We're getting Pyra and Mithra. We're getting Sephiroth, Kazuya. Also, surprisingly, we're getting an Alex Amiibo.
Right,
we haven't done that. There was no female Byleth. There was
you're right. You're right.
Yeah, so it's interesting. We're getting the only alt Amiibo we're getting is for Alex. But to be fair,
dude,
it's just Steve painted over.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's easier to make an Alex Amiibo.
No, bro, it's the thing about Steve is, besides the fact that it's Smash Bros, you could just buy a Steve figure. Like it's like it's so funny, but it's also so hilarious just how behind the Amiibos are this time. Like we're gonna get a Steve Amiibo in March 2022 when this character came out October 2019.
Oh, wow. Dude, yeah, COVID really messed up production.
2020.
They've been delayed and delayed. I don't even think the Min Min Amiibo, I don't even think is like out yet, right?
No, it's not. Wow. And it's like not just that of like, dude, if what's it called? If Steve is like March, like Sephiroth, Mithra, Kai. Oh my god!
Do you remember in Smash 4 how they slowly rolled out the roster of Smash 4?
Yeah.
Falco was like the last, like Falco for some reason was
so
the
late.
last one or whatever. Like,
he was one of the
But it will be interesting. Also, elephant in the room is do you realistically think there'll be a Sora Amiibo? That's crazy, because that's another licensing nightmare, right? Because like when you said Amiibo are playing for this character, they showed everyone up to Sora. They
did not mention. He did not. Now I could be wrong. Someone could clear it up in the commentary, but I don't think he said Sora will be getting one. Like
he said Amiibo is planned like up to Kazuya or whatever.
Yeah. Now again, they could. I feel like again, not necessarily likely, but I feel like Sakurai would, because he's just like, look, man, like we're just this far in. Like let's just do what we have to do to get this out. Also, isn't it? I find this the funniest thing ever. Why does Sakurai every presentation mention that they're poor? They're like, we have no budget. I'm like, are you good? Like he's always it's so funny, dude.
Well, obviously, I think to go back, because you're like, there were so few Mii costumes. I'm sure this
oh my
character
God.
with time and budget making is why there are no Mii costumes this time, because of everything related to Sora.
Dude.
But it is so funny. He's like, we don't have a huge budget. We don't have a huge budget. We don't...
Every time he's like, I'm like, bro.
That keychain.
Yeah, that keychain. But it's just so fun. I'm like, what? Like, first of all, why do you even have to mention that? Because we like the Sakurai Presents. Like, he said, like, he really says that they do the Sakurai Presents because they don't have the budget for like a regular show. I'm like, but this is better. Why did you keep mentioning it? It's so funny.
Right?
It's way funnier, dude. I love that shit. Also, but, do we know now that that crowd isn't there? Because I think he said like no one see, like I think he was like a Q laughing or something. Like I don't think there was actually people in the room. I think it's just a stock laugh.
I'm sure there was some.
Yeah,
there,
I'm sure there's some.
I will miss that. And, like,
I know.
Speaking of that, missing Sakurai. The finale of like this is everything that Smash has done with like 2,000 songs, blah blah blah.
It was like it was some absurd numbers where it was like 1,100 songs, 89 fighters.
They're stretching it a bit because they had like asterisks of like this includes victory fanfare.
Yes.
This includes Mii costumes. This includes spirits. Like, that sort of stuff.
But still, like just
still, it's amazing, right?
Unbelievable, man. Just like 89 characters for like a fighting game, like unbelievable. Like, and I think he said it was like 2,000 characters represented. You know, like if you count between spirits, between like background characters, between like a flying cat, like even just the fact that 2,000 like things from video games, like characters are represented, is just unbelievable. Like people just. People like gloss over that, and just in terms of just how much the game has in there to show. And I think like the absurd numbers of just like, what was it, like 70 billion KOs. Like now, also it was funny how it said like 90 million offline hours. I'm like, so you're tracking everything even when we're offline, which is really funny.
I know, right?
You're always being tracked.
And then the other thing, like he said this more at the start, but he was like, you could go from middle school to high school.
Oh, that was sad.
Of Smash Ultimate, and in my head I was like, damn, like I'm sure there are kids out there who did and like have, like that's crazy. Like
I mean, like
the legacy of like him reminiscing like that, like, and then he gave his final goodbye. I was like, man, I'm really gonna miss. Like I think out of everything related to Smash, like hype with characters, blah blah. I think I'm gonna miss Sakurai presentation so much because he just has so much passion for everything that he does. And it's like, dude, Sakurai, if you just want to like upload yourself talking about games or something, please bro, do, you know?
Please do, yeah. No, like even it's like like he's right. Like it's like when Smash 4 came out, I was in college, and now like I'm I'm doing streaming and shit full time as my job. Like that's like awesome. Like you like Smash is the type of thing I can tell you where I was every point in my life when a new Smash game came out, and it's just I find the journey was just so incredible. And like just seeing him say like I'm gonna miss doing these, and just saying like thank you for the ride, it's been wild, and all good things must come to an end. It was really, and having him do like the nice cheeky like goodbye wave at the end, was like, don't leave us, bro. And again, I don't think it's the last we're gonna see of Sakurai. I'm sure whenever he does a new game project, he will do his own direct for it, and do his own presentation. So we're gonna see more.
He's obviously gonna take his rest, but he's always working on the next.
Of course,
yeah. It'll be interesting to see what he does next.
Yeah.
And
yeah. I mean, again, like if for those of you that didn't know, like for anyone who thinks Sakurai is going to retire, he said in the Harada interview, so he's like, as long as there's a demand for me to make stuff, I'm going to do it until I can't. Like that's really his thing. He has a different philosophy on life where he really feels like everyone should like, well, for him, like that's his belief, where he's just like, he really thinks like people should just do something, and even if they can't do something more, they go to like, they should do something smaller just in order to keep themselves like, having a contribution to society. That's what he called it. So really cool that he's still going to be working and stuff. But yeah, man, like having the end be the trailer for Sora, but like the extended one was beautiful. Like dude, there's that one shot everyone loves where like Sora's doing the free fall, and you see like the just
light and dark.
Dark and light of dark.
Final Destination,
yeah,
or like that was like a Gleam Dark.
Amazing, like that looked beautiful. Where it's the part where like the music dims down and sort of fights Sephiroth. I'm like, this is like what, like it's so fucking cool, man. And then like it goes into like da na 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 na. It's just
that thing with Shion in the background on the stage.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
The little references.
All the little things, dude.
Villager
has Skyrim. I was like, what?
You're my best friend, Villager color
Villager.
2.
I was like, look, I understand, like, I guess what's her name? I guess
Proportion-wise, like, I guess Villager
yeah.
fits more for Kyrie,
yeah.
but still, it's so
But I was gonna
funny.
say, like, Pyra's right there as a redhead, at least, to like be like looking into the background. That was funny. There's a shot where you have Pikachu, I guess, as Mickey, because they're like mice, but then you have also Peach next to him, so I guess that's Minnie. But a lot of cool little events. Like, I think there's a part where like he's feeding different colored Kirby's, and that's like the Dream Eaters from Dream Drop Distance.
So I think there was also like, oh, there's a shot of Grayscale DDD and Timeless River.
Right,
Sora,
yes.
and that's Pete. Like,
Pete. Yeah.
Timeless River.
Yeah. He's also he's fighting Shulk on like his stage, like on like the Kingdom Hearts stage, and that's like supposed to mirror the Roxas fight, which is really cool. So like a lot of cool just imagery and clever. It's always so much nicer to watch these shows when you're a fan of it, because like none of the trailers ever are just him fighting random things. It's always like a reference to something, which I always find is so cool, so fascinating. But yeah, man, just it's been fantastic.
Shot where he's like spinning.
Oh
and
my
all
god!
The stages are cycling through
so beautiful.
Beautiful, bro.
They did, dude. Like that's what I'm saying. Like the whole thing just felt magical, which obviously is a big part of Kingdom Hearts, but just for Smash, like it just felt like a magical ending. And man, like that final shot of Mario and Sora.
That is the
oh my god,
one of the most iconic handshakes in gaming history.
Man,
actually
it's beautiful, dude. Just like it's so amazing. There's so much meaning to it, of like you're the last character, you know, like them coming together. Like it's what a beautiful shot. It was such a good, like, especially because yesterday, thank you, Sakurai was trending and all that. It was just
even saw it. So
beautiful.
Even Sakurai responded to it
good.
saying like, I appreciate all the kind words.
Amazing,
something
man.
Like that, you know.
Yeah, dude. I'm just like I said, like there's still a lot of Smash talk to be had. You know, we still have to have the character release. You know, post like a Smash Ultimate, but like I am just so like I could not be happy with the final reveal. Like this is how you do it. Like this is how you do it. This is as amazing as it gets. You know, this is awesome. Like everything about it was just perfectly well done, and I just saw like
and now
sheer
we
joy.
have the final. They better release this. The final Smash banner with everyone on it. Sora floating in, chilling at the top. I loved it. I hope that's available, man. It's just the legacy is beautiful. The legacy has come to a close for this game. But we still have a really good future ahead of it still. You know?
Yeah, of course. It's got a lot of this game is gonna be like the new Melee of Smash, you know, where like one day when there's the Smash reboot or whatever, there's still gonna be tourneys and stuff running this game because it's still gonna have an unparalleled roster. It's gonna be like something we lived history yesterday. Like I'm so glad we have that reaction on this. Like we really with Smash Ultimate in general, we witnessed like a piece of gaming history that's gonna be remembered. Like that's gonna be something like 30-40 years. Like when people talk about like legacy of gaming, like the Smash Ultimate like cycle and what Sakurai did for that game. It was just it is literally you just had to be there. There's nothing else you can describe it as, you know. You had to be there, and it was beautiful. Yeah, I'm over the moon. I'm happy, man. Good job. Like, thank you to all the fan art, thank you to all that stuff. Again, I can't wait for the release. There's still so much more to like enjoy through that, and yeah, I'm excited, man. That's everything I got. Yeah, so
everything I got too.
Well, everybody, let us know what you thought. Let us know what you're excited about the character. Are you happy with the mood show? Are you happy with the reveal? How'd you feel and all that stuff? And we'll see you all. I guess we'll come back. We'll come back when he comes out.
After Sora drops.
Yeah, we'll come back when Sora drops, you know, and I'm sure we'll still have a few more episodes in the bank for the show. And then we'll discuss maybe what we can do in the future for stuff. So until then, thank y'all for watching. Y'all love you. And you can follow me on Twitter on the download. Subscribe here for more here on Twitch. And follow Ultima at Ultima ShadowX. Even on YouTube, you can subscribe to him, Ultima ShadowX. And we'll see y'all next time. Peace out.
Peace out.